talk me through the day this big accident happened and what happened exactly.
Yeah, so a mate at the time, he sort of said to me, "Oh, we've got a show. It's for charity. Like no one's getting paid. Do you want to do it?" And I was like, "Oh, like yeah, I'll come back and have a ride." And I did it like practice a few days prior. Went and jumped the gap at different places and whatnot, so I was comfortable and everything. But I just really wanted to ride a freestyle show in front of my son.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I don't care. Like I'll sell my freestyle bike and just ride motocross. I don't need to do it anymore. I've got nothing to prove. And so we drove up to the town of Echuca and stayed with our best mates. And in the morning, I went out to ride practice, and my son was back at the house sleeping. And first jump, I overcooked it, but I tried to go a little bit far intentionally because coming up short hurts like fuck. You come from doing whatever speed to a dead stop and basically going backwards. But the down ramp that we were jumping to, which is the big dirt pile that you land to, was just shit house. It was like nowhere near steep enough. There was no room for error, which the error thing, if you're riding shows, it shouldn't really matter. Like you should be able to hit the target, but it just freaks me out knowing that you can't come up, a metre or a half a metre short.
Yeah.
And so my idea in my head was to go, pretty deep in the landing ramp, land further down the ramp, and then work my way back up to the top because I'd rather go long than come up short.
Yeah.
And so first one I come in. I usually do 2 run-ins and then jumping on my third. So I thought I'll stick to my guns and do that. And I ended up just going. I don't know whether the ramp was running deep. I mean, I can't even give it that. Everyone else jumped fine, so I can't even pass the blame. Like it was 100% right error, and so I just jumped and I come in a bit too hot, and I'm sort of still floating up, and I'm like, I was meant to land there, and the down ramp kind of just disappeared, and I was hoping that if I jump off the bike, I'd slide down the down ramp on my ass, and it obviously hurt. But I'll be all right. And the thought in the air that triggered that was if I stayed on the bike, I'm going to smash my neck on the bars when I fall from 45, 50 foot in the air because I'd gone way...
Is that how... So how high up in the air were you?
About 45, 50 foot because
And you knew you were fucked at the top?
Fucked.
So you take off, you're up at the peak of the height.
The apex.
And you're fucked then.
Yep. And so usually a jump off 75 foot, you get about 3 seconds in the air, give or take a couple of milliseconds. But
that would have felt like an hour.
Felt like an hour on the way down, man.
Yeah.
And the scenarios you can come up with in that half a second, caused me to jump off because I thought if I stay on this bike, my body position's already wrong. I'm way off the back of the bike. I'm going to smash my helmet on the bars or the fuel tank and possibly snap my neck. And then I'm going to wrap the throttle on and hit the fence and then flip over the fence. So I thought of all of that quicker than you can say it, So I thought, fuck it, jump off the back of the bike, blow your legs out, do what you got to do. And so I jumped off the back of the bike and actually landed in the seated position, so my legs were straight in front of me and I was sitting up. So my ass took all of it.
And your spine would have just went straight up your spine.
Straight up my spine. And basically I grenaded my L1 vertebrae and caused myself spinal cord damage.
Was that the best case scenario, do you think?
I still believe it was, man.
Because it sounds like from that height, the only other option's death. It's either... you're not coming out with any...
You're not walking away.
Good injury from that. There's no best case scenario. Breaking your spine's probably... literally the best case scenario.
Yeah,
I'm sorry for laughing.
No, dude.
It's just such a wild fucking thing to be 50 feet up in the air and knowing you're fucked for 3 whole seconds.
Yeah.
This just would be the most terrifying thing. And having to make a really important fucking judgment on what to do.
Yeah, man, it's it was scary at the time, and I hit the deck and I knew straight away I was fucked. It felt like from my sort of belly button down, it felt like I'd been wrapped in cotton wool. and it just like pins and needles, tingles, like, yeah, it was gnarly from the get-go.
Did you pass out?
Nah, I had it. You'll think this is crazy because even I think it's fucking crazy. I didn't pass out. My pain tolerance is like through the roof, and when my son got there, because we'd obviously called an ambulance, and I'd said to the lady, I'm like, fucking get him to send a chopper. Like, I need to go to Melbourne.
Yeah.
I've broken my back.
I know I've broken my back.
I've broken enough bones to know like this is fucking really bad. So my best mate Luke rang his wife or my fiance and said, like, Trip's had an accident, it's bad, get here. And Leash come running over. Sorry.
You're good, man. Take time.
Yeah. My fiance Alicia come running over, and Brooke was carrying my son, and I had a bit of an out-of-body experience where I could see myself on the floor through my son's eyes.
Oh, that's fucking crazy, eh?
Kill me, man. Kill me. And I thought, I've just robbed my son and fucking an able-bodied dad.
Yeah. Fucking hell, that's fucking heavy.
It keeps me up at night some nights, man.
But, no, but fucking you're still here.
Yeah.
That's like
Yeah.
the best bit about it.
Yeah.
And it's fucking probably, I'm not going to say it's like, on the upside, like coming from this, it sounds like you've stopped drinking.
Yeah, so I stopped drinking prior.
You stopped drinking prior, but like you're obviously fucking probably as healthy as you've ever been.
Besides the medication.
Besides the meds. But like,
yeah, 100%.
Your mental's probably fucking like not bad. Like, and you're here. You're still fucking here.
Dude, you're exactly right. It's like
But that's fucking heavy having, like, you always hear of people having those out of body experiences, and I think unless you've experienced it, it's hard to envision how heavy it is.
Dude, yeah.
But besides maybe with like some fucking really hardcore psychedelics I've taken, I've never had it with like a near death or like a brutal injury, because that's like you're fucking dying. You were fucking probably dying at that point as well.
Yeah, I like if I had hit my head from that height, I was dead.
Oh, you would have been fucked.
Dead for sure.
Yeah,
dead for sure. And so once I had that out of body experience, I remember just apologising to my fiance, like, I'm so sorry. Like,
would have been brutal on her too.
Yeah, and she's like as cool as a cucumber. She's like, don't worry about it. It's fine. Like, we'll work it out. And, we'd just brought a house, just, like, our son was 10 weeks old. Like, I'd just done his room up. Like,
Mrs. is a soldier, eh?
Dude.
She would have had to hold it.
Dude,
fucking
the strongest.
down.
I would put her up with like a legitimate, like, Navy SEAL. She's a fucking machine, man. And I said that the whole way through her, like, pregnancy. People would ask, like, how's your missus? Like, how's she holding up? I'm like, man, she's a fucking weapon.
Yeah, dude, she would have had to hold it fucking down for
the toughest
a
human,
long time.
The toughest human on the planet. And I tell her that, and I reckon she thinks I'm just like, buttering up her ego a bit. But like, I mean it from the bottom of my fucking heart, like the strongest human. And through all that, like, never once asked for help.
So you see your son, you have that out of body experience. Then obviously they rush you to the hospital.
Nah. So, like, the ambulance gets there and they're like doing checks, and I'm like, mate, I've broken my back. Like, I need to go to the hospital. And they're like, I said to them, you need to get an ambulance here because Echuca Hospital doesn't have what I need. And they sort of assessed me. From what I remember, they drugged me with like ketamine and everything at this point. Ketamine, fentanyl, oxy, fucking basically sent me to a different planet. And crazy enough, all I could think about was doing ayahuasca. It's like, yeah, it was nuts. But, so they got a helicopter to come over from Bendigo and pick me up, basically. And I was in the back of the ambulance. Sorry, my fiance was in the front seat of the ambulance breastfeeding our son because we had to leave our son with our friends, which is still 3 hours away from where we live. And they had to bring our son home, and my partner was in the chopper with me. Yeah. And they got me to the Royal Melbourne, and I think they did some assessing there. I'm not entirely sure. kept dosing me up with ketamine and whatnot, and I fucking hated it. And they took me to the Austin Hospital and gave me surgery there. They fused 5 of my vertebrae. I was meant to have 3 surgeries. So the first one was, I think, to relieve the pressure of the compression, I suppose. And then second one was to maybe pick all the bones out of the spinal cord canal, which I believe they were going to cut me from like my sternum to the top of my shaft, basically pull all my insides out and then get it going from there.
Holy shit.
Yeah, dude, yeah. So it was meant to be 3 surgeries. It was that and then the spinal fusion. But when they put me under, which is crazy, man, I feel like the anaesthetist were like fucking with me. Like trying to scare the shit out of me. And I have no idea what they look like or anything, but I just remember going like, not that was unprofessional, and maybe they've got to give you worst case scenario. Of course they do now that I say it out loud. But there was something, I can't remember exactly what it was, but I was like, are they seriously saying that? Or are they treating me like I'm a burden? There was something that just rubbed me the wrong way. And the next thing you know, like out, and then I was awake again, recovering. But so they got it all done in one surgery that they predicted would go for like 14 hours. And I think it went for like a quarter of that. So that was a really good sign. But they sent me up to the recovery ward or the spinal ward into like a recovery room, and I was in there for I think 3 days. And I didn't even know who my phone was. Like I didn't need to. All I wanted to see was my son, my fiance, mum and dad, my sister, my nieces, shit like that, you know. And yeah, basically from there, it was like just, I think I had 4 cannulas in. One was just your usual IV to keep you hydrated. One was oxy, one was ketamine, one was fentanyl. And yeah, like I could press the button. I believe it was like every 4 minutes.
Oh yeah, I would have been hitting that button.
Yeah, well,
oh fuck.
Well, what kept me sane, right? Because like I'd said earlier, like I was sober. I gave up drinking before my son was born.
Yeah.
Because my son was coming into the world. Like it was a promise I made to myself when I was about 16. As soon as I'm done before my kids get into this world. So I had my last beer at my mate DeVries' wedding, and then like 4 days later my son was born. All I've been drinking since is the non-alcoholic beers.
Yeah.
So to keep myself sane with all these things in my arm and this little button, what I would do is I'd close my eyes and I would make sure that I would wait long enough before I press the button, because if I press the button and it didn't inject whatever it was into me, it would give me like false hope. Like, this is it, this is your life now. And so I made sure that I was tough enough to wait at least 4 to 5 minutes before I pressed it. And I never failed it once. And eventually it kind of kicked in well enough that I could like talk or mumble to myself. And I want to say like 4 hours, I just repeated out aloud, no matter who was in the room, doctors, nurses, cleaners, fucking anyone. I am, I can, I will, I am unstoppable. I am, I can, I will, I am unstoppable. I am, I can, I will, I am unstoppable. Just like 4 hours until I literally fell asleep doing it. And because I really believe that what you tell yourself is what you believe. So
you can trick yourself into shit.
Dude, yeah, exactly right. So not for a second did I think, not like, I can't express how much the thought of not walking again never entered my brain. Not once.
It just wasn't an option.
It wasn't an option.
Yeah, that's when people, it's like, some people even choose to die, dude. Like, I'm not saying that in a rude way, but it's a thing. Dude, like, not everyone has the fucking luxury of choosing not to die. Like, some people, you're fucked regardless. Yeah. But, like, some people, it's really dependent on if you want to live or not.
100%,
like,
man.
It really is.
Yeah.
And same with rehabilitation with broken limbs and stuff. Not all are fixable. I mean, by no stretch of the imagination am I saying it's possible for everyone to be, like, do what you did.
Yeah. No, it's not. It's not possible.
Some cases boil down to the fact of fucking, is failure an option?
Yeah.
And you just said fucking no. It's not.
Yeah, and if it took the rest of my life, you know, to keep trying, I was going to keep trying.